Hey guys and gals, here's here again. Today, continue Detective Conan and Kindaichi Case Files. Chance encounter of two great detectives. We are on the side of Kindaichi Hajime, how you see, who unfortunately was spirited away, together with Inspector Kinmoji, who is his uncle. And both of them were followed by a mob from this island. That is coincidentally Twilight Island, which means that they were spirited away to Twilight Island before 25 years. As Twilight Island was still a coal mine island. Yeah, and now they made a deal that they stop sniffing around, so they get off the hook from the mob, and especially from Hyuki Ryuhei, cause he was the one who led the mob. Yeah, but they aren't done yet, Kindaichi and Kinmoji. And now we look what happens next. Here's the next text box from Kindaichi. Let's go. Phew, we somehow did well. But what are we going to do now? As I've said, but not only is there no way to reach the outside world, there are also no good boats. Yeah, there wasn't a single boat anchored in the harbor, so there's no chance we can use one to get off this island. How could there not be boats on such an island? It seems like it was done intentionally. Those guys, what are they up to? Anyway, now that we know that, what should we do? Let's think it over. Investigate. This place is scenery. It's like the scenery we saw from the Twilight Island port. But the ferry landing there wasn't such a worn out harbor. That's true. About the dealings. So, it miraculously went well. If the transmitter hadn't worked, then we'd be in quite a mess now. Damn, I was nervous. But now we can be sure. Be sure of what? We can be sure they are planning something bad. If they had nothing to hide, they wouldn't mind the police here. I see. Is that why Hyuki is so vigilant with outsiders? Probably, I can imagine it. Damn, so that's it. I'm gonna give them my thanks for having locked me up. Well, let's stay calm now. If we go off again, they'll cast their eyes on us again. That's true, it's a shame. But let's... About this place. This is Twilight Island, where the ferry departed from. What do you think? What? The Twilight Island port was more colorful and better looking. It wasn't as worn out. Yeah, that's true. About our next move. The first thing to do is to investigate this island. What is this island? Where is it? Ah! I remember now. The coal miners were talking about the library on this island. Should we go there and investigate this place? A library? We could surely learn a lot there. I'm missing all my drink, guys and girls there. I just thought this baby were disappeared. Like the two there. Just spirited away. Yo, does a bottle have a spirit? Good question. No, it doesn't. But a library is all the time a very good idea, especially to learn about something you don't know. Which is a good thing to think about. Especially this Twilight Island. It's pretty weird. I would also go to the library first if I would be in a place that were called like a place I actually know. Move to the library. This is the library. Surprisingly, this is actually a great library. We can get more information here than I was expecting. Move. And a library. Alright, let's hurry and get to work. Move. Rather than moving somewhere else, I'd better investigate here. Right. Oh, there's somebody at reception. Let's ask if they have documents related to this island. Excuse me? Ew. What is she? Who is she? Excuse me? Excuse me, can you hear me? I can hear you. Jeez, don't shout. Sorry. Jeez, and what do you want? Such a rude receptionist. Nothing like what you'd expect. Receptionist. Woman working reception at the library on the island Kindaichi is on. Called Island Library. Has a bad attitude. Okay, bad attitude. Let's see what we can roll out with it. Let's do it. Say, I'd like to ask, where can I find documents related to this island? Documents related to this island? Sheesh, you too? You too? A weird guy came by earlier and also asked for such documents. Are you friends? A man investigating this island? Someone other than us? Weird. Now it's getting weird. But who else could that be? Not Sasayama-san. He couldn't it be? And other than them, I couldn't think about the island's name. Can you please tell us the name of this island we're on? Huh? The earlier guy asked the same thing. You sure you're not friends? Ah? He also asked about the name of this island. And what did you answer? I of course told him that this is Twilight Island. His face then turned all pale and he mumbled. What did he say? What did he say? Oh, I forgot. It was something laughable, so I decided to remember it, but well, I'll let you know if I remember. Is so? About the man. The man you said was also after the documents. Who was he? As with you, it was my first time meeting him. But he was more elegant. I can't just let it slide. How was he more elegant than me? Calm down, old-timer. Old-timer. Ah! Yo! What did this guy do afterward? The documents are kept in the office instead of on display. When I told him, he rushed in there. Documents in the office are important, but I also have an interest in a man looking for those. Sorry, but where's this office you mentioned? Ah! It's already so late! I have a work call to attend to, hold on. The archives number was... Sheesh, customers should be more important than a call. A call? A call? Hey, you, are you listening? This is an important call. I'll be with you in a minute. Ours is important too. Give me that phone. Huh? Why? I'm calling for help. I'd like to help call outside the island. Outside the island? What are you saying? This is just a local line. A local line? This phone is only to call within the library. Do you still want it? You mean there is no way to reach the outside world? The line connecting this island to the network was severed. Seems it was hit by lightning and will need time to fix. That's what Yuki-san said. If it could... Hey, I'm on the phone. Give me a minute. As expected, things can't be that easy. Hello? Sorry about that. Some strange customers were bothering me. The lady from reception is on the phone. It seems this local line is working, but since it doesn't reach the outside, it's of no use to us. True. Huh? What happened? Ah! Uncle, that sound! Yeah, there's no doubt. That was a gunshot! A gunshot? A gunshot? No way! Where was that? Where did the gunshot come from? From the back of the first floor. I think I heard it from there. Oh! Now! What was that gunshot? Let's ask the receptionist about the origin. No. Wrong. Listen. Reception. About the gunshot. Excuse me, there was in the back of the first floor. That's the office. The office. If I recall, the guy who came for the documents went to Kindaichi. Yeah, let's go to the office. Hey, miss, this is an emergency. Lead us there. Okay. This strange feeling, such an unpleasant premonition. Some sort of... We were like a gunshot to the office. Then, when we broke down the door, a scream echoed throughout the room. Ah! That scream confirmed that my premonition had become reality. There was a man sitting on an office chair. Anyone could see even at just a glance that the light of his life had just burned out. He's dead! Someone's dead! Uncle, this is troublesome. No, we've been in trouble from the start. Is trouble even suitable for conditions like these? Listen. Do you remember this man? He's the man from earlier. He came in here searching for those documents. There's no doubt. As I thought. And we were thinking we just found someone just like us. Why do we have to meet like this? I don't understand. Why is he dead? What does this mean? Calm down. Don't be foolish. There's no way I can calm down. Just leave it to us now. Leave it to you? What do you mean? Just who the hell are you? I'm Kenmoji from the police headquarters. I'm a police officer. The police? Yes, that's right. Leave this case to me. First, return to the lobby and await instructions from you. Okay, I'll just leave this to you. I'm feeling sick. I need to go rest. First, let's get a grasp of the situation. After suddenly hearing the gunshot, we rushed here, only to find this man dead. Kindaichi, how do we explain this? Let's investigate here first of all. We may understand things if we do. Yeah, you're right. The office is about 10 tatami mats large, and there are no windows here. Tatami. I think the tatami mats are like these sitting mats that the Asian people got to sit on the floor while, like, as example, to eat. I think that's what they think, what they take as measuring. And there are no windows here. Even though it's large, we still feel fine. Let's take a closer look. Okay, let's take a real rough look. Okay, first the gun. A pistol on the floor. There's also the faint scent of gunpowder left from it being fired. There's no mistake. The gunshot we heard came from this pistol. Gun that had fallen onto the floor near the victim. The smell of gun smoke remained. It's believed to be the murder weapon that took the victim's life. There's something encrusted in the vault. This is a bullet. It seems there's only one bullet hole in this room. Given we only heard one gunshot, that leaves no mistake, this is the bullet fired from the gun. Bullet hole in the wall of the office. A bullet was embedded in the wall. Huh? This electric fan, it's not working. Yet it is plugged in. The switch is on, but it's not working. It should maybe check this fan a little more. There's a mark on this shaft as if something had pierced it. It was likely the bullet. Is that what broke this fan? And the switch is still set to high. That means the fan was broken while being on high. And the fan is pointed toward the desk. At this angle, the entire desk would be covered by the breeze. So, a high breeze covering the whole desk. I see. This fan was broken by the bullet from the gun. And the fan was switched on high before that. It's getting more and more interesting. Broken fan placed on the office desk. Broken but still plugged in and switched on. A bullet pierced through the shaft of the fan, breaking it. His body is still warm. He must have died very recently. There are injuries to both temples, judging from that. The bullet passed through one side to the other, entering from the right and exiting through the left. Oh. Death would have been instantaneous. Does he have anything on him we could use to get an ID? Let's see. Where... No, nothing. So, an unidentified victim. Unidentified victim. The victim found dead in the library office, identity unknown. And COD. A through and through gunshot. Wound in the temple is the cause of death. No bullet is inside his body. Okay, there's something on the desk. It looks like a ladder. It may have been left by the victim. There's no point in my living. I choose death. Ah, okay. May have been left by the victim. Let's see what's written there. Yeah. You're right. It says there's no point in my in me. I choose death. That's what I already. That's all. Oh, so this is a suicide note. It seems so, huh? This note. What is it? It's so cheap looking. A thin sheet like straw paper. There's no call for using such paper for a suicide note. No, when I was a kid, straw paper was really precious. Besides, paper types have nothing to do with our investigation. Still, such thin paper. It could be blown away by even the slightest breeze. Suicide note. Placed on the office desk. It says, there is no point in me living. I choose death. Suicide note was written on a thin piece of coarse paper. That's weird. Indeed. Also, it could be blown away by the fan. Because as this person has written this paper, you probably should think that, but it's not like that. Because if the person wrote this letter, if you think that way, then the piece of paper would have blown away by the fan. Because the fan was still working as the person was still living. Yeah. And the paper would have blown away. But it's not that way. The piece of paper is in place. Then, what is it, Kindaichi? Is there something bothering you? Right now, the thing intriguing me most is this electric fan. Uncle, sorry, but can you do something for me? I'd like you to ask something of the girl in the lobby. Ask her if there are other fans like this one in the library. Okay, but why do you need it? Just a hunch, something I'd like to try. I don't really understand, but okay. Wait for me here. A few minutes later. Kindaichi, sorry for the wait. The receptionist gave me one when I asked her. She had the exact same fan. What luck. And where do I put it? It's not to cool this place down, right? No, I just want to try something. The placement of the fan is very important for this experiment. Listen, Uncle, you're going to place this fan. Where the fan goes? Yeah. Where the broken fan is. Put it here. In order to verify my suspicion. It's necessary to have a new fan in the same spot as the broken one. Substituting the broken fan with a new one. What's the idea here? You'll understand really soon. Place it in the same spot and at the same angle as the original. Then plug the fan in. Turn it on. And set the strength to low, medium, or high. I already told you, no? It's necessary to have the exact same conditions as before. The exact thing as before would be high. Set it to what it was before. Put it on high. Got it. Setting it on high. Click. Kindaichi, the note was blown away. Like I thought. Huh? Like you thought? What? I knew it! I knew it! That was so obvious! It wasn't a suicide. It was a murder! It's all clear now. I'm talking about the cause of death. Cause of death or whatever. Isn't it a suicide? The temple was pierced by a bullet. Shooting through the temple is often as seen in suicide cases. Furthermore, the concrete evidence is the suicide note. With all these facts, there is no doubt he committed suicide. Well, Kindaichi, you have something to offer an objection? Isn't there too much evidence to object with that is? What? This death that occurred right in front of our eyes. This is probably a murder. A murder? That's nonsense. See, there's even a note. Not a suicide. No, this note is the most suspicious part. Suspicious? Why? There's a problem with the suicide note. It is the note's author. Nah. What is the note's wording? Isn't it the placement or what? The part bothering me most is when the note was placed on the table. When it was placed, isn't it obvious? He placed the note on the desk just before he died. That's it. That's why it's suspicious. A note is something placed before the suicide, right? Yes, of course, it can't be placed after death. Let's state it directly. This note was placed on the table after his death. This note was placed after his death. What? Is that true? Yeah, I'm sure of it. Let's show Uncle so he'll understand. The note being placed after his death. Those two keywords show it perfectly. Keyword mixing. What are the two keywords showing the note was placed afterward? Okay. And bulletin wall. Not these two. Broken fan and finally, broken fan and suicide note. State of suicide note. After replacing the broken fan with the new one, the fact that the suicide note wasn't blown away proves it was placed there after the death of the victim. This fan was broken after being plugged in. So this fan was broken while it was being used. And this fan was broken due to the bullet that pierced its shaft. I understand that, but is the story behind this fan breaking that important? Yeah, it's really important. Try to remember, Uncle. When you substituted the broken fan for the new one, the change, indeed, the note. Ah, I see. That's it. Uncle, he's finally on track. We only heard one gunshot and found only one bullet here. So only one bullet was fired in this room. The same bullet took this guy's life and also broke the fan. This fan was working while the victim was still alive. That means the problem is, how could the victim have placed the note on the desk? This fan was operational while he was alive. Meaning the note on the table should have been blown away. So this note was placed when? The note was placed after the fan had stopped. After the victim died from that point. The person that placed the note was inevitable. A third party. Evidence keyword has been updated. Man's cause of death. A third party having placed the note. Them having both faked a note and making it seem like a suicide. In other words, the victim didn't commit suicide. If it would been a suicide, there'd have been no need to fake it. Then, the next thing we should think about is, if it's not a suicide, how did the victim die? An accident is really unlikely given the circumstances. Meaning the chances of this being a murder are high. This guy's becoming more and more of a burden. Looks that way. So what are we going to do now? How do we find the culprit? Let's go to the lobby and look for witnesses. And we should close all entrances to the library. Yeah, you're right. Move. First floor lobby. Everyone, listen up. Can I have your attention? I'm Inspector Kenmochi from Police HQ. An incident has just occurred in this library. I must ask you not to leave or allow anyone onto the premises. Please cooperate with our investigation. Hey, sorry to disturb you during your speech, but this everyone you're talking to can't hear you. Nobody's here. Ah? There aren't any other visitors here. There's currently the library's 3 employees, me included. Along with you two and the guy who just died. Are you sure? What's that? You're calling me a liar? I've stayed here at reception the whole day. Anyone that comes in, I see them right away. Are there any other entrances apart from this one? No, this is all we've got. The windows are locked from the inside, so you can't use those. Okay, that's weird. Locked windows, one entrance, and nobody have seen, and she haven't seen anyone the whole day, seemingly. But then, who killed this guy? Who? Someone who probably came into this library without being noticed by her. Use those either. There's also no window in that office. 3 employees, 3 visitors. What a deserted library. And today is special. Usually we don't even get visitors. It's strange to have a library on a coal mining island. So apart from me and Uncle, the only others in the library were the 3 employees. Hey, I'm sorry, but could you gather all the employees here? You want to question us, huh? That means the dead guy back there was murdered, right? No, we can't say that just yet. We just want to hear from everyone first. Fine. Just wait a minute here. Say, Kindaichi, don't tell me. You are thinking the culprit is one of this library's employees. The receptionist confirmed nobody apart from us are there. There were also no windows there, so no one could enter from outside. Based on these certain facts, we can consider the employees already here as suspects. It's true in that case. Let's gather them and carefully listen to their testimony. Say, is it true about the murder? Well, having a police inspector here is reassuring. Inspector, please hurry and solve this case. Including me, we are the 3 employees of this library. And what do you need now? We just want to ask a few things. It won't take long. We'll be counting on you. Where were you when you heard the gunshot? Let me see. I was in the archive. The archive? The one on the 2nd floor. How do you get there? You can use the stairs down here. Are there any other paths to the archive up there? No? Only the stairs and the lobby here. In other words, to get to the office from the archive, she would have to pass through this lobby. Just to clarify, I didn't see her pass by. It would be hard to get by this lobby without being seen. Then this girl couldn't have gotten there from the archive. Then let me change my question. Is there anyone who can prove you were in the archive? About that, well, jeez, just come out with it. The one who can prove it is me, right? What does that mean? When I hit this shot, I was speaking with her on the inner line. You saw me, right? When I was talking with someone in the archive on the inner line. Yeah, seems we did. Come to think of it, we did hear the gunshot during the call. I was calling the archive. When I called this girl answered. There's no mistake. Yeah, yes, that's it. So that confirms her alibi. Female librarian. Woman working at the library on Kindaichi's island called Twilight Island Library. Librarian's alibi. At the time of the crime, appeared to be on the 2nd floor in the archive. Was also talking to the receptionist on the phone. When we hit the gunshot, would have to go through the lobby to do crime. About the job. By the way, have you been working here long? Let's see. I've been working here the longest amongst us 3. The coal miners rarely visit the library. Given I was pretty free, I started working here. I'm happy to have some colleagues working with me now. Person keyword has been updated. Female librarian. Him. About his alibi. Did you hear the gunshot? Gunshot? Well. You didn't hear it? It was pretty loud. Actually, I was in the backyard at the time. The backyard? What were you doing there? Back there? This guy has a habit of slacking off. He goes out to sleep in the backyard the second he gets any free time. I don't know. That seems pretty fishy, this alibi. As usual, he was asleep up there when I called for him earlier. And how do you get there? The only gate is from outside the library. You can't get from there to the office without passing by here. In case you're wondering, there's also no back door in the backyard. Sorry. If you don't believe me, I'll show you the floor plan. For him to get from the backyard to their office, he'd have to pass through the lobby here. And as I was saying, I didn't see him or anyone else pass by. It's true, it would be hard to pass by here without being seen. Then it was impossible to get from the backyard to the office. Hey, wait, what is this? Are you suspecting me? I was in the backyard since early this morning, it's true. Is there anyone who can corroborate that? No, nobody. I like sleeping in peace. Looks like no one will be able to verify his alibi. Male librarian, man working at a library on Kindaichi's island called Twilight Island's Library. Yo, librarian's alibi at the time of the crime appeared to be sleeping in the library backyard. To get from the backyard to the scene, one would have to pass through the lobby. No one can confirm the alibi. That's weird. About the job. By the way, have you been working along? No, not at all. Only about 2 weeks now. I actually came to work at the mine, but I injured my leg. I've been working here at the library since then. What's the nature of your job here exactly? Security. Not moving heavy stuff. Only use these things. Given how much he sleeps, I may use more strength than him. Ha 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 ha. So harsh. Person keyword has been updated. Male librarian. About her. Say, as for your alibi. Huh? You're asking me too? Sorry, but if you could... Jeez, guess I have no choice. I was calling the archive from a reception when I hit the shot. You can testify to that yourself. That good enough? Yeah, that's plenty enough. With us as witnesses, her alibi is perfect. Receptionist's alibi. At the time of the crime, she was at reception, within eyeshot of Kindaichi. She was on the phone when the gunshot rang out. About the job. Say, have you been working here long? No, it's just a quick job. I only started recently. I came to this island to work at the coal mine. At the coal mine? Even though you're a woman? Always like that. Yuki-san had the same reaction before posting me here. I was so motivated to get down there and dig, and yet... What a fate. My job here is so boring. So, anyway, when did you start here exactly? 4 days ago. That's really recent indeed. Person keyword has been updated. Library receptionist. From what we've heard, the receptionist and this librarian. We're on a call together, giving them both alibis. Only this guy lacks any sort of alibi. But he would have had to pass by this lobby to get to the office. The receptionist, who claims she hasn't moved all day, didn't see him. If we believe this testimony, thus far no one could have perpetrated the crime. No one could have perpetrated the crime? Is that really true? Since no one could get in from here outside. The culprit's here. That means one of the alibis is a lie. Oh, I forgot. I have a copy of the floor plan for this library. You guys want to check it? Yeah, that would be useful. Let's see here. Okay. The backyard, the VC double, office, reading room, front desk, lobby. Second floor, book storage. Okay. If we trust this map, it's true that one has to pass this lobby in order to get to the office. Yet the receptionist didn't see anyone do so. Still, it would have been easy to just run out of the office afterward. What do you mean? There are toilets by the office, right? They could have hidden there. Then, after seeing us, rush to the office upon hearing the shot. Someone could have exited and hurried back to their alibi. I see. We should have checked the toilet before the office. That's easy to say now, but we did the right thing at the time. Anyway, after having seen this map, we have no choice but to admit their alibis are tight. But there must be a flaw somewhere. Somewhere. Ah, that's right. I forgot to ask something really important. Something important? The names. Names? Ah, I see. That's true, we didn't ask them. Everyone, sorry for my rudeness. I can't believe I forgot, but I didn't ask for your names. Huh? Is that so? We didn't tell you your own names? Indeed, it didn't seem like the time to ask for names. Excuse me, but please tell me your names now. What are you doing? Uh-oh, Yuki. I rushed over when I heard you were making a fuss here. You two again. You were quick to break our agreement. To mind your behavior. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's Yuki. Bad timing. Uh-oh. Shit. Yuki. Shit! Why? Why now? About this library. Say, Yuki-san, this library. Don't change the subject. I have no cause for answering your questions. Of course, he has no reason to. About the situation? Yuki-san, tell us the situation. The situation? What would I know about that? I thought I told you not to cause any more messes here. You broke your agreement. Be prepared to face the consequences. Agreement? This is hardly the time for that. A dead body was just found in this library. What's more, it may have been a murder. A murder case? Seriously? Yeah, Hiyuki. Now you're stunned. Who was killed? We don't know yet, but... You don't know? What do you mean? We haven't been able to identify the victim yet. But it is true, something happened and somebody died from it. Allow me, a police inspector, to lead up this investigation. You want a deal? Huh? Did you hear what I just said? I heard you. Someone died in this library and it may have been a murder. I understand, but the mess will only get bigger if you force your way in. Leave this island's business to me. Officer, inspector, or whatever you call yourself, give up and go. Don't be foolish. I'll arrest you if you hinder my investigation. Arrest me if you think you can take your best shot. But let me warn you, my miners have a taste for blood. I take no responsibility for what may become of you. Damn! Besides, is this really even a murder? Isn't it just a guess? My guess? Cut the crap, there's no doubt this is a murder. It's been proved by Kindaichi's deductions. Ha! Ha 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 ha! Just as I was thinking of what to say next, you used this boy as proof. You don't want to underestimate him. He may have a funny face, but he's the grandson of Kindaichi Kosuke. He's someone that's solved a lot of hard cases up to now. Uncle, did you have to go for funny face in there? You're saying he's the grandson of Kindaichi Kosuke? Yuki-san, it's absurd. A murder occurred in this library. But if you insist on being skeptical, I'll catch the culprit and bring them to you. If I can, even you will have to believe us, right? What? Are you saying you can solve it? You're saying you can solve this mystery? What happened to Yuki? His mood suddenly changed. You can try. But it's no use. You don't mind us conducting an investigation then? Yeah, go ahead. Kindaichi, looks like we're good to go. And you. There's something bothering me about Yuki's mood. Rather than focusing on that, I should concentrate on the case. Alright, let's continue the investigation. If I recall, we were about to ask the names. What the names? That's all. Huh? Today's investigation stops here. What are you saying? Where's the guy who just told us we could continue a minute ago? I said you could investigate, but I never said you could today. I have to get back to the mine. I prefer you not take advantage of my absence to meddle. Cut that out! This is a murder case, what are you doing? After a certain pair caused a stir, most miners have been late. I have no other choice, do I? What an unreasonable guy. If you must complain, why not end the investigation for good? Or is that exactly what you want? Maybe you aren't sure you can solve this man's death and just want it over. This guy, Yuki, what he just said. Anyway, the library is now closed. Get out of here. We couldn't convince him. Shit, we're out of options. But don't take the liberty of destroying the crime scene. If you touch something, there won't be anything to investigate. Preservation of the crime scene. Got it, it's a deal. Now get out of here, don't loiter around. Damn, okay. Okay, we'll do an investigation tomorrow morning. But if you can't manage it, I won't blame you. Huh. You won't be able to talk to so snidely later. Is that so? Anyway, I'm leaving. Wait! What is it? Didn't I tell you I'm busy? what Hiyuki told us, something was really strange about it. Hiyuki-san, you first heard of the case after coming to the library? Yeah, what about it? Then you know nothing about the victim, right? There's no way I could. I haven't visited the crime scene. Right, that does stand out. Uncle Kimochi said to Hiyuki when he arrived in the library. A dead body was just found in this library. What's more, it may have been a murder. What Uncle said, and then what Hiyuki said afterward. After 2 certain people caused a stir, most miners have been late. I have no other choice, do I? If you must complain, why not end the investigation for good? Or is that exactly what you want? Maybe you are confident you can solve this man's death and just want it over. Something definitely doesn't line up here. If Yuki really didn't know anything, he shouldn't have known that either. Testimony and spect. The contradiction in these words. No, that's not it. This one. Hiyuki-san, you called the victim this man. But when you came in, Uncle only told you a dead body was just found in his library. In other words, Uncle didn't say anything about the victim's gender. Ah! Hey, you're right. What's the deal? Explain yourself. About the case. Hiyuki-san, you know something about the case, right? I know nothing. You want to feign ignorance. Kindaichi, if it's like that, let's focus on just the victim rather than the case as a whole. It seems to be the best move for now. When you told us you didn't know the victim, that was a lie. You actually know, right? All about the victim, that is. Hey, say something. You can't use silence to get out of this. I see. Saying you were Kindaichi Kusuki's grandson wasn't just for show. So, you now admit you knew the victim? I just heard by chance that someone went to the library. Maybe I figured that person was the victim. After all, the library doesn't get a lot of visitors. Wow. This victim, who is he? Who was killed in there? About his identity. Who is that victim? He's an acquaintance of yours, right? It was probably a man called Ichinose Keiichi. Ichinose Keiichi? I've never heard that name. Who is the Ichinose Keiichi? On this island, on this Twilight Island, he's one of the VIPs. One of this island's VIPs? That's strange. The receptionist said she didn't recognize the victim. If he was so powerful, wouldn't she be expected to know him? If you're asking me about who knows who, I can't help you. But in addition to Ichinose, There are the other VIPs on this island. They are known for seldom showing their faces in public. Consequently, very few residents know much about them. Are you saying the islanders don't even know the VIPs' faces? A considerable chasm exists between the hired workers for the mine and the powerful people governing them. If a VIP were to waltz about carelessly, they'd be shot in the back immediately. That's the main reason the VIPs don't show their faces. Isn't that a sufficient reason for the dudes inside not knowing the victim? Ichinose Keiichi, victim of the incident, one of the VIPs on the island Kindaichi is on. Their face is known to very few islanders. Male victim is now Ichinose Keiichi. We now know the powerful people rarely show their faces, but aren't you the manager of the mining company? Surely you wouldn't object to being seen as a VIP yourself. A VIP? Me? You mean? I'd rather not be associated with them. I'm merely a hired manager. I'm in the same position as the miners. Then you side with those aiming for the VIP's lives? Are you saying I have reasons to hate Ichinose Keiichi? Ha, what mindless provocation. I'm headed back to the mine, unlike you ducklings. I have a job to do. Wait a second. You come up with something else? There's something I don't get. Can't say I'm surprised. What is it? If Ichinose Keiichi was really a powerful person on this island, there's something I can't reconcile. Out with it. What do you want? If he's a Twilight Island VIP, there's something I can't explain. The thing that stands out is... writing is... Going to the office. Yes. It seems the victim went to the library office to check something. He was about to check documents concerning this island. Further, he was very surprised by the receptionist's words when she said this is Twilight Island. Huh? Is that so? Someone surprised at the island's name and seeking its documents. Is he really one of the island's powerful people? Or is he instead like us, someone that came from the outside? That's one possibility. Ha, you're so skeptical. But even I don't know why he was investigating this place. It's not like I was a friend of his. Plus, was his behavior that important? All that matters is a man named Ichinose Keiichi was killed in that office, right? No, that's not it. The victim's true identity is not related to this case, but to the island mystery itself. It appears that way. Anyway, if you want to do more, stay in check till morning. Stay in check till morning. I'm leaving now. He left. The library is now closed, so we can't get inside anymore. Anyway, what should we do, Kindaichi? Well, there's nothing much left here. Shall we find a place to sleep? It'll get dark soon. Yeah, I don't like the idea of sleeping outside. Move. To the inn. This is the inn? It looks a lot like the inn from before. Yes, yes, it's true. Anyway, it seems nobody's here. Should we go in? Yeah, if it's an inn, we should be able to sleep and relax. Move. Enter in. Achoo! Achoo! What's with this place? It's all this dusty. Between here and outside, I think I'd rather sleep out there. Well, beggars can't be choosers. It's dangerous to sleep outside. Don't underestimate the night on this island. For one, if these bloodthirsty miners come and turn up drunk at nightfall, it could go poorly for you. Everyone's silent. By the way, who are you? Hey, we're the ones who should be asking that. You two, are you intruders? Intruders? No, definitely not. We're not bad people at all. I'm Emoji, a policeman from the mainland headquarters. You're with the police, huh? Is that so? Is that so? This boy with the funny face is Kindaichi. Uncle, once again, referring to my funny face. Come on, help. Actually, we were looking for an inn. We saw no one around, so we come inside to take a look. So, we're definitely not bad people. It's fine if you're really with the police. See, there's no policeman on this island, so I'd appreciate your help. Please, take action against these coal miners causing such a mess. I'll try. I'm the owner of this inn, Honda Haru. Pleased to meet ya. Honda Haru, old lady. Oh, it's an old lady. No, I thought that's a man. That's why I gave this person a man's voice. Ah, shit. Don't recognize this as a female character. Yikes. Old lady in charge of the inn on the island. Kindaichi is on. Seems friendly and easygoing. Okay. This old lady seems quite friendly. Let's take this opportunity to speak with her. No. Haru, about this inn. Say, is this inn open? It's open, but not really for business. So that's why it's so dusty. You know, there's only coal miners here. All the workers sleep at the mining residence. Nobody uses this inn. The mining residence? It's a residential street with tenements lined up. You don't know? You don't know it? These tenements are lodging exclusively for the miners. Those working there are required to stay there. Wow, is that so? Is that so? Rumor has it, it's to keep them under surveillance. So they keep the secret. Is there something secret about their job? About this island. There's something we don't really get. This island, what is it? What is it? As you can see, it is a desolate colliery island. To some extent, it's accurate to call it uninhabited. And this island name is... Let me see if I recall. I heard it's called Twilight or Twilight or something, right? Yep, you got it. It appears that this is another Twilight Island after all. About Haru. Hey, I'd like to ask about you, lady. About me? Oh my, kids these days. Hey, not like that. I was beautiful before. I was so popular. It was hard to handle. Yes, I was that popular. I was about 30 years ago. Oh no. This old lady's talk about the old days is gonna go on a while. She's droning on and on and on about the same things. Droning. Uh-oh, as I feared. So that's why I was left holding those big debts instead of my husband. I'm still working to pay it off. I originally came here to be a highly paid coal miner. Wait. She was droning on for so long I almost missed something. Close one. The one who came to work is a coal miner. It was you? What's so weird about that? I didn't hear of any gender or age limits. I only heard we had to be healthier adults. But then when I arrived, I was turned away. Well, that was expected. When I made a fuss saying it was a swindle, I ended up with this inn. Life here will bore you to death, though. There's nobody lodging in this inn, on this island full of coal miners. Person keyword has been updated. Honda Haru. Anyway, have you asked all your questions? Yes, after. Our foremost concern now is where we'll sleep tonight. Hey uncle, let's try to sleep here tonight. This old lady may be weird, but she's the most decent person on this island so far. Okay, Kindaichi, ask her. Jeez, anytime it's something bothersome, it's on me to ask. About lodging tonight. Say, old lady, could you please let us lodge here tonight? Uh-huh. You wanna sleep here? In this filthy inn? The truth is we're kinda lost on this island. We have nowhere to go and nowhere to sleep. We are in trouble. Is that so? As I thought, I few think we'll bother you. Bother? Not at all. I have so much free time I don't know what to do. Nothing will please me more than to have customers stay here. You're very welcome. Sleep here, day, months. We'll be the ones bothered if we stay here for months. Alright, it's been a long time since I've been this motivated. First, cleaning. I'll clean every inch of every room in the building. She suddenly got so energetic. Must have a lot of free time here. Anyway, please wait outside until I finish the cleaning. No, we'll help you clean the place. No way! Cleaning is my work, don't disturb me. Kindaichi, it can't be helped. Let's just go along with her. That sounds like the thing to do. And you don't really know this island yet, right? While I'm doing the cleaning, take a look around. This should help you out. This is a map of the island? Twilight Island is written all over it. Of course, that's its name after all. And that's not all. From this map, this island is shaped exactly like Twilight Island. With so many common points, this just can't be a coincidence. Look, Kindaichi. There's a nameplate indicating it's Ichinozu Keiichi's residence. You're right. Is that an acquaintance of yours? No, not really an acquaintance. Well, anyway, let's begin the cleaning. You two, go spend time outside. Go, get! Yes, ma'am. It's gotten completely dark. That old lady, despite warning us it's not safe outside, threw us out here anyway. Good point. Anyway, what shall we do now? Well, we have some time. Shall we take a look? Yeah, let's... Okay. Anything else? We'll look around in the next part. Till then, I say, see you in the next part video. Whatever you call it, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below in the comment section, ring the notification bell, and see ya. You later. Bye!